Hello everybody. So this is just a really quick thing that I'm going to try to do. I've got 1 ounce left over of some JDiction resin, and I'm going to pour it into one of my little locket heart molds here. And this is kind of weird maybe, but I thought I'm going to actually put in this little eyeball in here. It's not really the style I would like for myself, but I actually feel like it might kind of look kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some resin in here and place this eye. I can see the eye through the paper of which direction it needs to go. I'm just gonna like plop it in there. I think it's still nice and centered the way I want it to be. Let me just make sure. Yep, it looks like it's still facing the right direction. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this like that. Okay, we're just gonna let that cure like that. I took the little tiny bit of extra resin I had and I poured it into this mold. This one I'm leaving the top of the locket and the back blank because I want this to cure, and then I think I'm gonna back it probably with some black. That would look kind of cool with that eye. So, all right, when that's ready, I will be back. All right, everybody, I'm back and I'm ready to do the next step on this little eyeball. I did just receive this box from Teexpert, and they sent me these colored UV resins. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I took out the little caps already that were kind of lined up here on the top of the box, and we're going to be trying the black behind this little eye today. And then I thought it'd be just really fun, really quick, to look and see what other colors are included. Here is a blue and a red, purple, green, gold, pink, silver, orange, and white. So I'm super excited to try their products. I have not used them before. And these are nice sized bottles. Gosh, there's 30 grams in these. And it comes with 10 colors in this box, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put my lids all back in there. And we will definitely be using these more here in the next week or so. Set that aside for now. I'm gonna open my black. I need to open the lid, but I do probably need to grab some gloves. My room is really well ventilated, and I do wear a respirator a lot of times when I use UV resin, just because it does have kind of a stronger chemical smell to it. Just poke a hole with this down in there. Got a string. All right, so I'm going to put the cap on, and I think I forgot one in there, so I'm going to give it a good shake. Even though they have caps and they're sealed really well, I usually do go ahead and keep my lids in case I am going to be transporting them very far. I'll just go ahead and put the actual lid on. And let's see, I'm going to just use my UV light for this. And I have to go kind of start out pretty thin because I've just only got this little light here. So this looks like this is kind of looks like it might be a diamondy metallic color, which could actually be really beautiful with this. But let's see, I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth. I don't want to use up all of this. It's a nice thick resin. I'm gonna use the wider end of this little ball here. See if I can spread it out. looks nice and opaque. I don't think this is going to come out translucent-y. It's really pretty. There's definitely a sparkle, kind of a diamondy sparkle in this. And I will get you the link for this. See if they sent me one in my email. I'll double check. But yeah, this is really pretty. Now it kind of self-leveled itself out here. Okay, so that is done enough. And yeah, I need to just take these out. This one, this little red heart here, I'm kind of excited about doing what I'm trying for that. But this one is a UV reactive. As you can see, it glows. So I was just kind of trying something with this color, and I'll do more with that later. But for right now, let's take this out and see what it looks like. Got a little bit of black here that didn't cure, so I'm going to come around the edges. Kind of just do it enough so it's not too goopy, and then I will take a little X-Acto knife or something, or a one of those the blades that we use sometimes, and clean this all off. All right. It would definitely be less messy if I would have done this with regular resin, the rest of it. Go ahead and cure this on this side. It's going to look a bit rusticy. All right, so let me just grab a baby wipe really quick here. I'm just going to try to wipe off the parts that are not all the way dry. All right, here's enough of this part. Let's turn this over. Did I turn this off? Let's turn this over and just even see if it was worth doing anything with that eye with the black. All right, let's turn it over. Actually, let me turn on this one light I forgot to turn on. All right, so here we go. Are you ready to turn this over? Let's do it. Let's just see. Oh gosh, actually, that did turn out kind of cool. It's not overly shiny. My molds are kind of losing their shine and their gloss. But actually, I kind of like how this turned out with this. I knew we were going to get kind of almost like a gunmetal kind of a look with this resin, the way I did it. And it actually turned out pretty cool. Just kind of making a kind of a more of an industrial looking edging on it. And I think what we're going to do is go ahead and do a quick coat over this eye. Get it cleaned up here really quickly to make it look a little bit more glossy. But look at this, look at how this resin is behind it. Do you see how this diamondy metallic resin has got like that silver behind it? I'm not sure if you can really see that. It's actually really kind of cool looking. And like I said, this isn't necessarily my style of something that I would normally do. I'm more, I don't know, traditional, I guess, but sometimes you just got to try something for fun. And I guess this was my thing today. So I'm going to go ahead and put some UV resin on here, not too much. Let's go ahead and get it spread out, kind of get this cleared up a bit. I just want a really thin coat. I want it to be nice and even. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Okay, here this is. What do you guys think about this? I need to go around with my little knife, like I said, and just clean off some of the overage here. And I see I got some light reflections going on here, but what do you think about this? So now with the clear coat over it, it definitely brings out the glossiness of the eye. And I left some of this, kind of that gunmetal color up above. It does look kind of sci-fi looking, but so the eye was completely round, and I noticed that this is a little bit distorted now. It looks a little choppier. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe the angle of the clear coat, but the eye looks really cool in there. Anyway, this is just kind of different. I'll probably put one of those black corded holders on this, and I'll go ahead and do a top coat of clear on the back. But, and you know what, actually I'm thinking that I might just go ahead and use a clear UV resin and just be nice and quick. But I'll probably wait where I can put this under my other lamp to get this done. And I don't know, might go ahead and just do one more coat just to kind of even this all out a little bit. I've got a few little places where it's piled, but I don't know, it's kind of cool looking. Let me know your thoughts. All right, you guys, it's always fun to try something kind of different, even if it is kind of outlandish, right? All right, well, thank you all so much for joining me. And yeah, let me know what you think. All right? Good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it is you're thinking, I'd like to hear it. All right? So anyway, I'll see you all next time.